Check it out one time.
Welcome to Jenny's Vibes. We are live from a private room, the makings of a dream entertainment lounge. And today we are featuring the Cr8tive Genius. Where's the applause? Yeah.
We see y'all over there.
Right, we see you guys. Thank you.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so I just want to know, like, what was your inspiration behind each song that you created? Because I love the beats, absolutely love the lyrics, and I think I told you that a billion times how much I think that you are a very creative songwriter. And so even when you put out the music, I want people to know the lyrics behind it, how one connected to the other, and it's very powerful. So we're going to go through a list of your songs, of your album, and then we're going to see, or you could just give us like a little breakdown of what each one meant, okay?
Sounds good.
Alrighty, so let's get started. If my phone could open. Alrighty, so the first song was Love Cycle, the intro for Love Cycle. So I want to play a little bit in the background if that's cool with you.
Sounds good.
All right. So hope you guys can hear it.
Ladies and gentlemen, to the makings of a dream entertainment lounge. And now, without further ado, I present to you the Cr8tive Genius.
Very nice. I feel like we're in a poetry session.
She loves love. A full-leather word so majestic, like the sight of a dove. The safe life. The strong light that's buried deep within. Thoughts of action on it, the curious, have a story within. Is it true? Or should be food? Once versus me.
So that's just a sneak peek, guys. So what was your inspiration behind this one?
So, as you know, the album's called Love Cycle. And what the album does, it takes you through the journey of that word love from every aspect. Naturally, when people hear the word love, they instantly think of the romantic side of love and, you know, with your significant other and so forth. But
I'm single, by the way. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
you got people to go through to get to her, though. I'm just letting you know.
I know, right?
I'm one of them. But look, it takes you through that journey from every aspect, from the relationship side of love with your significant other to love of your family, love of your friends, love of things in life in general, whether it's good or bad. So it just takes you through that journey. So the crazy thing about it is this poem that you hear throughout the album, which is titled Love Cycle, originally started out as She Loves Love. That was the name of the poem. And it was like a few lines and that was it. And then throughout time, the poem evolved from She Loves Love and it went, to the next phase. And it became a spoken word piece that I performed at a little pop-up poetry spot some years back. And then it actually went from being a spoken word piece to me turning into an EP.
Okay.
And I made 3 songs out of the poem. Then I got the idea to incorporate that little poem in between each song. And then over time, it just me building that turned from that whole segment to the whole, what you hear today, a Love Cycle. It turned from an EP to an LP.
Very nice.
And we just continued to build it from there. So, like I said, She Loves Love is basically telling the story of how a girl loves love, different aspects of what she loves in love, and, her finding something that she sees out of the blue and her just pursuing it. So
I like that. Because I love love. I think I grew up always saying I love love. So when I heard that, I was like, I like this. Just because I think we kind of starting to live in a loveless world. But some people, we're rare out here that we still love love. Yep. It's beautiful. Okay, I like that. And so now we're going to go to the next one. sneak peek with that one. What was your inspiration behind this song?
So the second track on the album is called Reverie, and I wanted to do something different with the song title, because if you listen to the song, I never say the word reverie in the whole song. However, I wanted people to have that thought, like, because when I was in the studio recording it, my engineer, shout out to my boy Ryan Top Secret Anderson, one of the best to do it in the industry.
Yes, he is. I met you before. See if you remember me.
He actually asked me, what does that word mean? And that's great, because that's what I wanted people to do, like be inquiring, like, dang, what does this word mean? Or whatever. So reverie essentially means daydream, which I do mention in the song. So I do give you the definition of the word.
Okay.
But what it is it's just the opening, it's the official opening song of the album. And I just wanted to do something different, something to draw people in. Because with this album, Love Cycle, it's a personal album that takes you through, like I said, that journey of the word love. So you have circumstances that are personal to me that I've gone through, or maybe situations that I've seen people around me go through and I found a way to put into a song, or through just like conversations with some of my friends and family about various situations. So like I said, Reverie is just like that opening, bringing you into this world.
Okay.
Like I said, just give me a moment, promising you I'm gonna own it. I want them good vibes. If you ain't, don't condone it.
Okay. Oh, you dropping some stuff now. Okay.
That's when you're enrollment.
Okay.
The just painted so vivid. That's the key component. So, it's just that, just bringing people into this world we're in.
I like that. Very nice. I love it. All right, so let's go to the next one. I Like It. And it was also featuring, let's hear this. Let's hear this. Who was it featuring?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm trying to be like, okay.
Thank you. You was going to play a song. My fault.
Not yet.
We're keeping that in there too, just to let you know.
I like edit this part out.
I Like It is featuring, first and foremost, it's featuring one of my friends named Nana, who's from Canada. Shout out to Toronto one time. She was fortunate enough and kind enough to, grace me with the hook. And then,
her voice is beautiful. I gotta say, I love her voice.
I appreciate it. A lot of people's been telling me that.
Yes.
A lot of people's been telling me that, so I definitely appreciate it. And she has her own music out as well, so look it up. You got her name on the thing. She's great.
Okay, I'm gonna have to check it out.
And then.
Wait, should I stand up for this?
I got this is dope person. Like I know him my whole life. We grew up together. She does these ad-libs on it. And you know what? I'm not even going to mention her name right now because she does something even bigger. But like, just play a little snippet of the song so people can hear.
I think she was waiting for it, but
just play a little snippet just so they can hear.
Okay, so they can hear.
Just a little bit,
So here's I Like It. Okay, so I had to get that little part in there. Alrighty. I was just waiting for my part. Oh, that girl part to say, oh my. Okay, so what was your inspiration behind I Like It?
So what I Like It, essentially it was just like telling the story of like, the girl and guys seeing each other and you trying to figure out like, something, instantly like that instant attraction. And it's just like, that was like the premise of the song. But then me being me, it's like, nah, like I'm not with the whole dropping these pickup lines that try to, I'm gonna be direct with you and let you know what it is and be on. So I like it, and not knowing where it's gonna go.
Okay.
It may work, it may not, but what I'm seeing right now, I like it.
Nice. I like that. So no, hey, you've been running through my mind or where you dropped from. None of that.
No, we ain't got time for this. Keep it direct. You want to keep it moving.
Yeah, for me, corny works. So if you're super corny, make me laugh. That works.
I mean,
it's
everybody
simple
got their
things.
thing. You know,
Yeah.
it is what it is.
But no, I like the direct. I like when guys are direct. I love when they see what they like and they pursue it, because I feel like guys are kind of like lions, where they see something that becomes their prey, they just go for it. And I love that. So by that being kind of your inspiration, where it's like you see something you like and this is the vibe we have right now that I want to pursue, I like that. Shows your maturity in relationships as well.
Mm-hmm.
So no games, just get what you want.
Get straight to it.
Yeah, I like that.
Yes.
All right, so we're gonna go to the next one. It is Follow My Heartbeat. This also featured a very, very, let me not compliment that girl anymore. But yeah, let's see. Let's get a little sneak peek of Follow My Heartbeat.
Ride around on mission, that's to find girl with a mission. After the place you sell my puzzle, you'll find a piece that's missing. So it's how you go. Today's girl, how to go. Her way, every obstacle, ambition, all that I know. Your frequency is my mouth, and vibrations get a heart. Tells me that I was needle, turn that at the mouth. As around the first face, I'm buying me a home plate. Cause I feel so together, I easily do it. Today, now you got burn. You don't even on my mind.
Okay, so loving that. So Follow My Heartbeat. What was your inspiration behind this one?
So the great thing about the first few songs from I Like It, So Follow My Heartbeat, and the next couple of tracks to follow, they all have a running story together.
Mm-hmm.
And Follow My Heartbeat literally picks up from the scenarios that was painted out in I Like It. And I'm on a mission to find this girl. She gave me the quest, like, hey, if you could follow my heartbeat and find me, then it's meant to be. So that's what Follow My Heartbeat is about. And the dope thing about Follow My Heartbeat is it ties into the segue of the next interlude, so to speak, to come up. And this is dope person, like I said, known all my life, who goes by the name of SecretzJ. This is like her debut.
Aw, thank you. I didn't know you were going to mention me. I'm so shocked by it.
So yeah, this is like her worldwide debut. Is it?
Yeah.
Yes, worldwide
I
debut.
have international friends, so I guess so. Worldwide. Hey guys.
Love's like Wiz out worldwide. So
Yes.
But yeah, so I was fortunate enough. Just me knowing you all these years, and knowing your personality. It's a poem that I wrote called Stardust. That's at the end of Follow Your Heartbeat, and I wanted that to be more the focal point of that track.
Mm-hmm.
And just me knowing you, knowing your personality, I knew you'd be the perfect person to portray those lyrics and bring them to life. Like I could have done it myself, but then just saying it from a female's point of view. But I was like, it'd be dope to actually have a female and then somebody that could bring out those words, bring them more to life. And I said you would be the perfect person for it. And thank you so much for doing it.
Oh, you're welcome.
I appreciate it.
If I wasn't on this high chair, I would give you a hug. That's not my fault, because we know I'm clumsy. So other than that, air hug. But no, I appreciate it. It was definitely a privilege and honor being with you in the studio, because I love seeing you doing your thing, and you were behind, you were doing the mic and all that. So when you asked me to come in the what you call it, the
booth,
mm-hmm. I was just like, okay, and I kind of got scared, but you kept giving me the confidence, like, no, you got it, keep going, keep going. Also with Ryan, he was just like, you got this. Okay, do it again. And I like that. So this project was focused on you, but you still brought, people you cared about onto the project, and I appreciate that. So yeah, you made me want to do my own album.
Hey, let's make it happen.
Yeah, no one's gonna buy it, but I can,
Trust me, I think they will. A lot of feedback, a lot of people loving this track, and a lot of people loving the poem. So
yeah. You will have to write the lyrics for me, get the beat for me. You got to do all that, and then you guys will pay to listen to my stuff.
Let's make it happen. We will make it happen.
Yes.
Project coming soon.
Oh, shucks now. Okay, so let's go to the next one. Serenade Her. Alrighty, so let's get a sneak peek of this one.
Oh, that's her. Okay. I see now. Yeah, you're right, bro. She bad for sure. You know what you gotta do, right? Yeah, you gotta.
So what was your inspiration with that? First of all, before you even mention that, I really like how you and you think that the guy was going to say it, and then you came with the undertone, serenade, oh. I like that. I can't sing, so hopefully I didn't jack that up.
No, you good.
But yeah, no, I really like that. That was different because I like music where you think is going in one way, and then it totally is like, oh, I didn't expect that. So that was pretty creative because we're with creative genius. So.
No, but yeah, Serenade was something I had like laying around for a little while. The singing part of it, and then just tying in with the whole theme with the album and this little section of under the love cycle. It just fit perfectly, and just thinking of the whole scenario that I painted, real life scenarios, but like the whole situation I painted just fitted perfectly. And like if you listen to the Stardust, it's like you're hearing the thoughts of the girl reading a poem that I wrote to her while she's on the train, which is why you hear the train in the background and so forth, and all the ambient noises in the background. It sounds like I'm singing to her as she's getting off the train. I'm knowing her schedule now, so I know when I'm gonna see her and all that. So, I'm just like singing to her because she doesn't fully know, about that yet. And, I'm telling my home, been telling my boy about her, and now he sees her, and then so I'm just trying to do something more to win her over.
I like that. And for me, being a visual person, I love music that you could picture it because you remember the lyrics more, and then it leaves an imprint on your mind. So I like that. That was super creative.
That was a go with it.
Yeah. Okay. So now we're gonna do. Why do I feel like we did this one? Need Her. So now we're gonna do Need Her. So let's take a listen, guys. It's so good. So what was your inspiration behind this one, Need Her?
So with Need Her, first and foremost, I gotta give a shout out to my boy Steady Trail, aka Stefan. He's was fortunate enough to bless me with the hook on that song. So shout out to you, my guy. Stay tuned. Me and him got a project coming out in the near future. And also check him out. He has music out. Part 2 of his Wife series is coming out. So yeah, shout out to my boy Stefan.
Yeah, congratulations.
But yeah, man. So Need Her is essentially just that. I'm telling the girl how much I need her, like why I need her, what's important to the factors of why I need her, and like how we're gonna elevate each other in our lives. So that's essentially what Need Her is about. And then it's one of my favorite songs. Like every song on the album, of course, I love it.
Of course,
this is one of my favorite songs on the album.
Yeah,
just the way it came out when we was in the studio. I look back at the videos a lot from when we was in the studio and just like looking back at the reactions and how the song came together and the different elements. So yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite songs. The second verse is one of my favorite verses because I like if you really
tell us a little hint of what you said.
So like I start the verse off like your essence of blessing, yet my ebony queen never stressing you way too smooth with your demeanor. The black scholar steadily teaching me lessons that's right on point, making life greener. So nothing is killing our vibe. The root of her wisdom, the crisis denied. The blueprint that built up our black enterprise. The clip what's a jet because pride we fly. So let's just that part where I said right there. If you like really listen, I like found a way to flip a lot of black owned magazine companies.
Yes, I remember we were in the studio. You explained that, and then you did the lyrics again. And I was like, oh yeah.
So yeah, it was like just something dope. Just messing around, trying to figure out a creative way.
Right.
So
genius.
Make something work. So yeah, it's like one of my favorite verses. And then like I said, the way we all brought it together. Like I said, once again, shout out to my boy Top. Jay Sue on the beat. So yeah, man, co-produced me and Top. So yeah, This is dope.
Yeah, love it, love it. Okay, so we're gonna go to the next one, Love Cycle. Alrighty, so let's hear it, chapter 2.
They love, but those feelings were misplaced. And now within themselves, they debate if this step should be retraced. Those feelings they embrace into the wrong race, and even once known, they still being chased. Wondering, is it worth it, or is it too late? Losing precious seconds as they contemplate. They love.
You know, they kind of gave me, what is that movie where they did a lot of poetry with Nia Long and it's giving me those vibes. We're gonna think about it before
I
it
know what
ends.
you're talking about.
Yes, and it's like, cause I've never Love Jones. It's giving me Love Jones
Right.
vibes. Yeah. So do not judge me, but I have never seen the full movie. Yeah, I haven't seen it.
We won't discuss that.
I know,
but okay.
But I will one day. I promise. Okay, so tell me, what was your inspiration behind this clip?
So chapter 2 is They Love, the love cycle, and as you should know by now, like each love cycle interlude introduces the next set of songs to follow. So it like sets you up for that chapter. With chapter 2, They Love is essentially talking about how we get into the fact of love being of things that may not necessarily be good for you. You could possibly be good for you. But as you having that full understanding and knowledge of if it is or if it isn't. So that's what They Love sets up.
Okay, all right, let's get into the setup. Alrighty, so here it's called Running Back. Oh yeah. So we know who that was. Wink, wink. I love him on this. This is really nice.
Yeah. So yeah, we're running back. Shout out to my boy DC's. We're gonna keep it like that.
Right, DC.
We're gonna keep it like that. But shout out to my boy, man. Shout out to my boy Tone. TJ Tone Jones. Yeah, we just found the song and incorporated them go-go elements because DC, born and raised. But with Running Back though, it's actually a open-minded story. So like the first verse is she keeps on running back. The second verse is he keeps on running back. And the scenarios, I didn't want to go too detailed with the scenarios because I want the situations to be able to be applied to anything in your life. Not necessarily what I'm saying word for word on it, but you could be sitting back and like, you know what, I could apply this, and whether it's the he side or the she side. And yeah, running back is essentially talking about you running back to something that's not good for you. But then it's like you have that, it's not good for you, you want to do right. And then you're thinking about, praying to God to guide you in the right direction, but then human nature is like, am I even worthy to be guided back into the right direction? Maybe I should keep doing what I'm doing. So
I like that.
That's all running back is. It's like you contemplating with your conscience whether you want to run back to the bad or run to the light.
I like that.
Good, so.
No, that's pretty deep because we live in a society where even on Instagram, you constantly see people saying, don't ever go back to your ex, don't ever go back to this person and move on, but the same ones who's giving that advice are the same ones going back to their ex, So that's something that we don't talk about openly and the feelings that we have. So the fact that you could incorporate that in your music, something so deep and honest, I like that.
And see, the other thing about the song is like, I wanted it to be applied in a relationship situation and just in everyday life situations. There may be certain practices you do that you keep running back to that maybe you shouldn't be doing, and vice versa. So
Y'all want to know mine? I'm fine. Wouldn't you like to know? Okay, so we're going to the next one. Breakup call. Alrighty, so let's get a sneak peek at this. Whoop, whoop. So before we start, I want to ask your viewers, so how many of you fellas, this is a question for the men, how many of you fellas actually gave a girl a call and broke up with her? Ooh. And then how many of you guys actually text a girl and broke up with her? Ooh. Then the third one, how many of you guys actually just said nothing Ooh. And left her?
It's just going from head to head to go.
You know? Females talk and I'm like, oh, that happened? So I try to be there to comfort, but I'm like, wow, you fellas really do this. It's like 3 layers. Is it because of the different caliber of men? The caliber of men, the higher the caliber, the call, the... Okay, let me not get into it. All right, so let's go back into... This is about the relationship now. Okay, so let's get back into the breakup call.
Yeah, so like breakup call is quote unquote self-explanatory. You know, this is you giving that person a phone call, like, you know what, this ain't working out. We tried, we gave it a run for whatever reason, it's not working out, and you know, we just gonna go our own ways. And you hear the details on. I actually came up with this song based off of like a situation that one of my friends was going through, and I just found a way to like convey it into a song. But it's crazy because like I get mad people that come to me with this song, they be like, yo, this song sounds mad personal, bro.
So let's dive into that. Okay.
No. For me personally, it's not to that extent. But yes, you know.
Well, since you're opening up, let's ask the creative genius, which way do you break up with a female?
You see, it depends on the situation. Because there's nothing wrong too having a face-to-face conversation, and you know y'all ended it that way.
I like the face-to-face.
But sometimes, give or take, in circumstances, it may have to be done over a phone call. I'm not really feeling like, you know, the text. You know, I feel like that's kind of like dag, you know. But you know, at least, you know, a phone call, FaceTime. If you can't meet face-to-face, you know, that's not a bad way to...
See, that's a reflection of your maturity, because how many of you guys actually will put that as a option? I forgot people even go face-to-face. Me, I don't do face-to-face because we're going to end up being back together, so I'm like, okay. So I would have to do the phone call, but it is actually more mature to do face-to-face. We met face-to-face. We could break up face-to-face, and that way it's more mature, and I want to walk away with still a friend. You know, it may not be friends at the moment, but you know, eventually.
That's always key as well. Like you still be friends down the line, you know?
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I'm friends with all my exes. Put that in the comment below. Like, yeah, don't.
There's nothing wrong with that. And then, interesting note about breakup call. As many recall, I released a single back in January called Love Sick. And Love Sick was originally going to be on the album Love Cycle. But actually what I was going to do was release Love Sick and Breakup Call as like a 2-piece single. And then I ultimately just decided to go with Love Sick as a single. And then as I was finishing up the album, I decided to actually remove Love Sick from the album altogether and just still have it out so people could sonically hear the direction that this album was going in, because it's sonically different from everything I put out in the past.
Okay.
But Love Sick, if it was still going to be on the album, Love Sick would have actually fell in place right after this song. That's where it would have fell out on the album. But yeah, it's just a little behind the scenes.
Okay, we appreciate that. We really do. So let's go to Feeling Right. I remember because when you posted your visual with the album, the visual
artwork.
Right. Oh my goodness, I loved it. And this song kept coming up, so you saw the plane. It was like you're sitting in the plane that's on the takeoff. So I love it. So this song it's like an imprint on my mind.
Appreciate that. That was a goal.
Whoop, whoop.
But yeah, feeling right. It's just one of them feel good records. It's a celebratory record. You know, if you follow on the journey of this chapter, it's like you could liken it to the sense like, you know what, I shunned all of those. Because breakup call is also like not only just in a relationship standpoint, but a breakup call is having that breakup call from whatever is hindering you, holding you back. So then feeling right is like that. I'm free now. You know, I'm back to doing me, and you know, I'm feeling good. So that's what feeling right is. You know, and it's just like, you know, a celebratory track. Still got like a little bit of DC elements in it. You know, I try to sprinkle a little bit of that in there.
We appreciate the sprinkles.
Yeah, that's what feeling right is. It's one of them feel good records. You know, just to you know, show love to the city, Diamond City, DC.
Okay.
You know, so yeah.
Okay, love it. All right, so now we're gonna go to Love Cycle Chapter 3.
We love. That feeling deeply rooted in most, firmly as an infant, the bond so pure, that life's plants grow stronger from the soul of fruition. The cold of being taken away is a cold.
Okay, so I like it. I like that. Your poems are always on point, and it's something I love to be pure. Man, that's just beautiful.
Appreciate it. Definitely appreciate it. And all of the poems were done in a, you know, Makers of a Dream Entertainment Lounge on the main stage.
Okay.
So, you know, we're in a private room right now, so, you know.
In the private room, y'all. Oh, we forgot to say hi to someone.
Who?
Erica Badu.
Oh, yeah,
Hey, girl.
The queen
Hey.
right here.
Hey,
Yes,
how you doing?
yes.
Okay. Alrighty, so let's go ahead to keep your head up. Oh, I'm so sorry.
No. Just a little backdrop. We won't get there, but for chapter 3 for We Love for Love Cycle, this is like entering the more personal side of me. So it's like you get to like the more vulnerability of me. Actually, like when I was having a conversation with my boy Steady the other week, he was like reiterating how like this section of the album was like one of his favorite sections of the album, because that's what music is all about. You know, bringing that vulnerability out. You know, being personal with people, and like, you know, expressing those real emotions and all that, connecting with people. So that's what this sets up for this section.
I like that. And I have a question. So, you know, I'm not an artist, not even close. So do most artists actually put their like music within sections like you're doing, like chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3? I
think everybody has their own process, how they work. And I guess it's all in what you're trying to accomplish for that project. Like this is like a concept project. So it's like, you know, it's you know, I know some people that do it. I know one of my boys that just dropped this project. His album, like every track is broken up into a chapter.
Okay.
So you know, I guess it depends on like the what you're aiming for with that particular project at the time. Because
I guess a lot of music just doesn't make sense with their lyrics anymore. So I think that's you know, every artist, you're amazing. But it's just that, you know, if I have one, I guess, verse, the second verse is going to be completely opposite of what I just said in the first verse. But with yours, it kind of all goes together, not only with verse by verse, with the bridge, with the chorus, but then you have, you know, song after song that's actually tied like one another. So that's you got to be pretty creative to do that. You know,
appreciate that.
Supposed to just throwing out words at random. So yeah, I like that. I appreciate it. So we're now going to go to, why do I feel like we did this? Keep your head up. I think that I'm hitting it. Alrighty, so let's go to Keep Your Head Up.
Yes.
Keep it up. like that? You like how it was going one way? That's like, all right. So keep your head up. What was your inspiration behind this song?
So keep your head up is essentially just telling people like to do just that. Like, you know, life hits you in so many different directions.
Mm-hmm.
So you know, and then you got people at times it's like, you know, you may be going through certain situations and you feel like there's no way out.
Right.
But it's always like a way out, you know, like just having that faith and belief in, you know, God is, you know, praying to Him on a daily basis, you know, multiple times throughout the day, and just, you know, helping you get through various situations. Mm-hmm. So that's what Keep Your Head Up is about. You know, with no matter how good life may seem on the outside, to some people it's like everybody's going through different things, you know, whether it may be more severe with other people than, you know, other, you know, people's situations, but it's just like a affirmation song, like, you know, this is keep your head up. You know?
I like that.
You know, it's going to get better.
We need some positivity.
Yeah,
so you guys keep your head up. Yeah. Alrighty, so let's go to the next one. Someday.
Thinking of you, delivering the papers when they had better news, better headlines, better comic views, better customers.
Okay, loving it. Wait, so something that most of your viewers may or may not know is that you play instruments, right?
Yeah, we dabble in a few things.
And what do you consider a few things? Let's hear this.
So I mean, you know, my teacher in the elementary school, second grade teacher, she taught me how to play piano. So we've been rocking on the keys ever since then. Picked up the drums in high school, so we've been rocking those ever since then. The piano is a percussion instrument as well, so I know how to play like mostly all the percussion instruments. Taught myself how to play the guitar. Moms used to play the violin, so you know, picked it up a little bit from her. Teaching myself the horns, you know, a few other little things, mixing hand scratching on the turntable, just, you know, a little something.
You see how humble
just
it is a little bit.
Like doing enough, you know, especially when it comes to like the production side of things, to get like the most out of what I want, because I love doing live instrumentation when it comes to production. You know, it's easy to do on the computer, but it's just something about that live instrumentation. So, you know, there's a few other, you know. Like
it was nothing, right? And how many of you guys know how to play one or two?
And I'm not saying I'm a master at all of them, but, you know, I'm good enough.
The way I take life, even if you have a talent and you're not even paid for that talent, you're still talented. If you could do even the bare minimum, you are amazing. That's the way I take life, you know? So
that's a good way to take it.
Yeah. And then also, just a little side note, but I love how you make beats too. Because I remember it was a drive going towards South, I believe, and all of your beats were like amazing. And I never knew that you could actually listen to instruments or beats and made it feel like, oh, they were singing. No, they weren't. That was just in your mind. It was so good that you could actually formulate words in your mind and kind of go with it. So, yeah.
I appreciate that. Yeah, I remember that. That we may bring that to fruition.
Yeah.
To, you know, mainstream song.
Yes.
We may do it. That was a project. And actually, I never fully put out the second part. That was a Creative Noise. It was a straight instrumental project. So yeah, we may bring that, and then the second part to all
I would like
DSPs
that.
and so forth.
And honestly, I think some celebrities will actually pick up some of those beats and make it to something too.
That would be dope.
Because that's how good it is.
Talking in the fruition. There we go.
Yeah, you go. Alrighty.
Yeah, but with so like with the song Someday, right? First and foremost, this is the first song I recorded for this album. When I went into this project, I was like, I need to get this song out the way. Because this song is actually a dedication to my dad. Yeah, it's just one of them tracks, man. And like for people that like knew him when they hear this song, a lot of people tell me it's their favorite song, especially those that like actually knew my father. A lot of people, when they look at me, I say that in the song, it's like, I'm like a reflection of them, from the way I look, from the way I carry myself and so forth. So yeah, it was just one of the records. I just had to get it out the way,
I like that.
But yeah, it was definitely near dear to my heart, for sure.
Yeah, and much love to your dad. Much love. I know we were kids and stuff, and yeah, so I heard a lot of great things about Dad.
Yeah.
So yeah, much love to him. Alrighty, so let's go to Forever Love. All right, let's get a sneak peek of this.
Queen of my life, yeah, that's right. 33 years ago was when your boy took flight on that warm summer day. The joy excitement of me might be perfect sequel to my dad. Hey, new world, slow Mike. Though, baby, your warm embrace let me know things will be okay as I continue.
It's kind of hard because I know we're supposed to do snippets, but I keep forgetting, okay, shut it down. It's supposed to be a snippet, not the whole song. Oh, sorry. But I really like it. So, what was your inspiration behind that?
So yeah, with Forever Love, it's only right. You gotta show that love and appreciation to the special women in my life, moms, my sister, my grandmother. So yeah, it's a dedication track to them. Just basically showing how much I appreciate them, how much I love them, how much I care for them. Without them, I wouldn't be where I am right now.
Yeah.
Of course, without my dad, I wouldn't be where I am, but them pushing me on even further and just watching me mature from a kid to a grown man and, to where I am today. I'm grateful and thankful for it. And shout out to my boy, AB, Alla, you got the hook right for me. Appreciate that.
And I just want to say, I hear a lot of guys, sometimes, and I'm giving a woman's perspective, but I hear that, sometimes you meet a guy and he say, oh, I know how to treat women because I have my mom. I grew up with my mom and my sisters, my aunties, grandma, and then they're so disrespectful to women.
Mm-hmm.
But you were raised by, you had your mom, your sister, your grandma, and the respect level that you have for women is absolutely amazing.
Appreciate that.
I have never seen you disrespect a woman. I never seen you yell, scream, be mean. Even with your sis, I see how loving you are and how you take care of her. You legit are what, when you see a man say, oh, I was raised by women, you actually prove it with your actions.
I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Because
appreciate that.
Everybody knows who knows me. I don't care what you say, is what you do. Your actions will tell me. So your actions actually prove what type of man you are. So
I appreciate that.
we need more men like you in this world. Seriously. Okay, so we're gonna go to Good Old Lovin'.
That's my track.
So let's hear about this.
So with Good Old Lovin', it's essentially, I wanted to do a feel good, because with this album, I wanted to bring that feel good music back. I wanted to, as you brought out earlier, I wanted to make it an album. I didn't want it to sound like a mixtape, but I didn't want it to sound like one long song playing from beginning to end. I wanted every song to have its own unique signature. And with this song right here, I wanted to bring one of those records that you could play on the summer. You can play it all year long, but especially when you have this, cookouts with the family and all that, it just has that vibe to it, you know. And I just wanted to, take you back down memory lane, like how things used to be back in the day when we didn't have all of these nuances and all these stresses and so forth. So that's what Good Old Lovin' does. And then, I'm thinking about possibly, hopefully when the weather breaks, even if I moved on to the next project, possibly doing the video for this one at a
Okay.
family gathering or something. Because
Yeah.
I got like this little, you know how you got the cha-cha slide, the electric slide, and all that. So I got the CG step. I want to actually show
Okay.
people how to do it and all that.
Really?
This
Did
is
we get a
one,
sneak peek today?
Nah, we're gonna save it.
But it's a private room, so we can do anything, any dancing here.
I'll show you off camera.
Okay, all right. That, and then I'm gonna we'll look out for you guys. I'm gonna have the camera like this.
She would too.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
So let's go to the next one, Love Cycle.
This love produces a color from a special pen, giving off vibrant, red fluorescence that is much brighter because it blossomed from within. His veins are a roadmap that carries a source of life from head to toe.
So let's hear about Love Cycle. This chapter is considered he.
Yeah, so chapter 4 is he love. You know, he loves love, and the way I also like in this album, if you look at the album cover, you see the infinity symbol on there, and it has a heart on each end of the infinity symbol. Because the album starts at one point, and then it takes you through this journey and brings you back to that starting point.
Okay, I have it here, guys. So make sure you look at it. You heard what he said. Why didn't I notice that before? That is pretty gifted. I like that.
Yeah, so with He Loves Love, you know, we're kind of like now warming back up to like, you know, we had she, now we had he. And with He Loves Love, now it's telling his journey of like now, you know, he has the girl of his dreams, and now it's just like he just can't get enough of her. And now he's telling how much that he needs her in his life and how she connects to his life. So
I like that. I like that. And it's pretty gifted to do he and she because we completely think different as a male and female. So give a woman's perspective, have that softer side with the male perspective, get that loving side from the male. I like that.
Right.
Pretty cool.
yeah.
All right, so let's go to the next one. Ebony Treasure. Ooh. All right, so let's hear about the Ebony Treasure.
So yeah, with Ebony Treasure is essentially you know, me saying how much I value my girl. You know, how much she's a special jewel, a special gem to me. So it's like, you know, having her in my life, you know, it's something rare that a lot of people don't find in life. And when you find something that rare, you want to value it and hold it near and dear to you. So, and it also describes how much she compliments me and also elevates me to another level in life. So, you know, it's my treasure that I value and cherish the most.
I like that. And you know you were the right one when both of you guys actually raise each other up instead of bringing each other down.
Exactly.
Even with imperfections, you still raise each other up.
Yeah.
So yeah, there you go. Alrighty, so now we're going to go to Wild for You.
Yes, shy.
So I could keep singing this, but again, just snippets. Alrighty, so what was your inspiration behind Wild for You?
So yeah, with Wild for You, you know, we need one to feel good, like the whole album's feel good, you know, but we just need one of them like upbeat, feel good, you know, rounding it out records. You know, what better way to take them to the motherland in a sense, you know. So like a lot of people say they feel like they're going to Wakanda with this one.
Okay, yeah. Wakanda forever.
But yeah, Wild for You was essentially saying like how just that, like I would go wild for you, like I would do anything for you. That's how much I love. That's how much I care about you. So that's what Wild for You is about. And then I was thinking too along the lines when I was coming up with the lyrics of it possibly being on the Black Panther 2 soundtrack.
Oh.
I got feedback and got response that you know, due to unfortunate circumstances that, you know, the script of the movie actually changed. So it would have fitted originally for how the movie was supposed to be. And also but also I was thinking it from the first movie because, of course, I had no idea what the second movie was going to be about. But, you know, it would have fitted, but it's cool. You know, it is what it is. But
you never know what project you could put towards it for the next one. But that would have been pretty cool.
But that's what it's, you know, essentially about, you know, just saying how much I go, you know, how much I care about the girl, how much I love her, how much I go wild for her, you know, and I'm happy she's with me.
Yeah. Honestly, that's like one of the most attractive things of guys. Is that when y'all fall in love, the way you guys just go crazy for a woman, I'm like, wow, I'm liking that.
And with Wild for You, I get a lot of people that tell me this is like one of their favorite songs on the album.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people tell me the hook is stuck in their head.
And it sounds like you're in a jungle. Like,
That's what you want to do.
I like that. That was a nice little.
And it's like my boy Steph said, he said this is like one of his all-time favorites too, because it has so much versatility in it. Like, you know, I'm singing it and I'm rapping it and I'm giving you different type of flows within the song. So.
And then there was one part where it's like you went taking a breath, like it was like, you know, and it's like you going wild, and that does exhaust you. But then you're like, okay, I'm going to do it again, and all for love. That was pretty creative genius again. All right, so kind of sad to say, but there's only one more left. So this one is called Love Cycle.
We got one more before that.
Best day ever. Sorry. Best day ever. It's totally my fault.
Nah, you good.
Alrighty. So let's get a sneak peek of this.
This is the best day ever. I think you was contactable miles and found a way to keep it so clever. And I'm just hoping that this never
Alrighty. So best day ever. You also gave a shout out to someone.
So yeah, well, Best Day Ever is like the last, it's the second to last track on the album, but it's the last song on the album. And I just wanted to find a way to like creatively wrap up the album in a sense, you know, like giving like this is the closing credits, you know. You know, they rolling. So you know, it's just basically just showing my appreciation to everyone out there, everyone out there for taking the time not to only hear the album but to listen to it. And just telling people how grateful I am, thankful I am, how humbled I am, just enjoying this experience that we're on. Like I said, I'm taking a moment, appreciating all the components to sit in the room, a gratitude, a special aroma. I gave you my heart, I gave you my soul, and the credits roll. Life is so regal, but the cinema isn't the end of the show. Steady baking because there's so much more to capture. 365 like Anita, I caught the rapture of sweet love. So never will I stop it. Forever in my pocket, space bound like a rocket. Ooh. So I was like, just doing that. Then, of course, I got to show love to the people that helped bring this project to fruition. So, I got to shout out my homie Top once again. Ryan Top Secret Anderson, one of the best to ever do it.
Yes, he is.
I had to shout out my boy Steady. Once again, he blessed me with that hook on Neither. And like, I'm just anxious to get this project that me and him got together. We already got some already tucked away in the bag, but we got to finish it up. And then, of course, I had to shout out my big little sis, SecretzJ. She came through for me because in addition to her doing a poem on Stardust, which I meant to touch on earlier, she also did the ad-libs on I Like It. So, her name was Oh My.
Oh My.
So yeah, she did the ad-libs for me on that, and she also did the ad-libs for me on Breakup Call as well.
Oh, so,
yeah, that was I definitely gotta say once again, thank you so much for coming through for me on this project. We definitely got much more we want to cook up.
Okay.
For sure, though. But that's what Best Day Ever is. And then this is one of them feel good, kind of old school mix of new school hip hop records, and to take you out, to keep you on the high going out.
There we go. I love it. Yeah, it was a joy and honor being in the studio. I loved every minute of it. Seriously.
Your energy was definitely welcome and needed, and
Thank you. Alrighty, so the last one. Okay, so now we're gonna go to Love Cycle, the end. So let's see.
I love love. Even though at times that thought puts up a fight. It's a feeling that I will always invite. Love of God, love of self, love of others, are just some of the jewels many come to discover. One thing for certain, two things for sure.
So y'all gonna listen, one thing's for certain, two things for sure. What is it? Tell me what it is, okay, when y'all hear it. Alrighty, so love cycle.
Yeah, Final Chapter 5. I love love. It's essentially like my wrap up of chapter 4, and then giving you like a continuation of what's to come from here on out. And I'm just breaking down, how much I love, what I love in life and all that, and just kind of summing up the album as a whole.
Okay.
And yeah, like I said, it's just kind of giving you like a little segue to what we have coming from here on out,
Okay. All right.
So.
Well, we're so proud of you. We are. I keep trying to not say your name or your, but have it. But this has been such an honor doing this. I really appreciate it. Here at Jenny's Vibes Private Lounge.
Live from the Making of a Dream Entertainment Lounge.
There we go. There we go. So yeah, this was absolutely amazing. So wonderful. And just overall, before we end, how do you feel overall? Like, just, is there anything you want to say to your viewers? Anything you want to say to, anything you told yourself, or even the people who want to make music, people who are actually good at what they do, but they feel like, I don't know where to start. Like,
no, first and foremost with that, like, just go for it. There's so many outlets nowadays. You don't need the big powerhouse behind you, to get your music out. There's so many different outlets, with times advancing and all that. So just go for it. Don't let anybody discourage you. Do what you want to do. If this person's not feeling it, there's somebody out there that's going to like it, because that's one thing with me. Like, I said it in Reverie, it's like, don't follow trends, create your own sound. Stay profound, you're bound to glow, more life in store, so let's go. So it's like, like what I do is like, I don't try to follow like the latest wave of trend that's out. It's like, I'm gonna do what I feel in my heart that I want to do. And it's like, if you're rocking with it, you're rocking with it. If you're not, you're not. Maybe eventually down the line, I'll put something out that you like, but just go for it. Just follow your dream. Like say, don't follow your dreams, chase them. So, yeah. And like, I'm just grateful, thankful, humbled, and appreciative of everybody out there that's listened to the album so far. The feedback I've been getting for it's been nothing but love, positivity. Like I said, I'm just looking to grow from this project here on out. I'm thinking about what I got lined up next. For this project right here, of course, it's like 1 or 2 videos I'm planning on shooting in the coming weeks.
Okay.
To bring like a couple of these songs to even more visual fruition for people to see. And then after that, like in the coming weeks as well, we're gonna be back in the studio working on the follow-up project.
Oh yeah.
And so yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm just thankful for everybody. Just trying to reach more people. I guess you could say now I'm like more in the forefront than I've been in over the past, years or whatever. So yeah, like I said, we just want to keep it rolling. We just want to keep grinding, keep hustling, but keeping God first and everything. But that's key. But after that, like I said, sky's the limit. But actually, as they say, the sky's not the limit; it's just a view.
There you go. That's true, because there's really no limit. Just keep going and going.
Just keep going and going. So, yeah. But.
Very good. Alrighty. Well, thank you for joining Jenny Vibes Private Room and the
Creative Genius.
And we will see you guys next time.
Peace. Love y'all.